Books Reads. So this is the first video for 2025. It's so crazy. But I wanted to do a haul video. Now, I got these books back in December, like after Christmas, like the 26th. You guys know that Barnes and Noble, they have like their after Christmas sales, which in 2023 they had a 35% off, which I didn't even benefit from that at all. This year they did 50% off, but it was on select books, and then they also did 1/3 off of, I think, every hardcover book, which is just like, why can't y'all just do every hardcover book 50% off? You know what I mean? Like how they used to do. Because when they did that, oh, I used to rack up. But luckily, the books that I did want, they were 50% off. So I was able to pay like $14, $15 for them. So I want to share some that I got from there, and then also a local used bookstore that I went to. So before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So the first book I got was A Love Song for Ricky Wilde by Tia Williams. Now, I've never read any of her books, and I actually wanted to read, what's that book that was turned into a movie on Netflix? The Perfect Fine. And at one point, my Barnes & Noble didn't have it, and then they did have it, and now I'm like not interested. But I did want to get this because it's like what, during the Harlem Renaissance, and y'all know anything during the Harlem Renaissance, I just have to gravitate towards it. It's one of my favorite periods. It's one of my favorite periods ever, okay, especially in literature. So I was like, you know what, it's set in the Harlem Renaissance, and then also it's a romance. Really am excited to read this. Then next I got This Motherless Land by Nikki May. Now this came out last year in 2024, and it was a Jenna book club pick, and I believe this author she's Nigerian. Yes, she's Nigerian. This is kind of giving me what was the book that I read that I loved? It's giving me this book, just from the synopsis, Night Bloom by Peace Nduze Amindi. And she's the one, she wrote His Only Wife. But with this, it's like two cousins, and they're more like sisters, and something tragic happens. And then when they get older, like they kind of separate. It's like a generational story. So I'm all for it. And I love the cover. The cover is so pretty. And I've never read anything by this author. Okay, so that was the only thing I got from the 50% off hardcover sale. And then lastly, from Barnes & Noble, you guys know, did I tell you guys that? Yeah, I did tell you guys that I am currently reading Beverly Jenkins' Destiny Embrace. This is a Destiny series. And I finished this today and loved it. So this second book leaves a cliffhanger. But even before I finished this book, I was like, you know what? I'm going to already go and get the other two. And y'all know I can't stand mass market paperbacks, but in order for me to read her books, that's how I have to read them. But the good thing, these are very cheap. They're $8.99. And when I went there, I saw they had the rest of the series, which this one is Destiny's Surrender. This is the second book. And then this is Destiny's Capture. So excited, because when I tell you these leave you at a cliffhanger, this one left you with a cliffhanger, and it's about the Yates brothers. And I know for this one, you have a young girl named Mariah. Her mom like treats her like trash, right? She's from Philadelphia. Her mom is a seamstress. She owns a shop. And I mean, it's just horrible. And so she wants to escape, and she looks at like she looks in the local newspaper, and there's an ad for a housekeeper or maid, and she's like, you know what, this is time for me to escape. And she goes to California, and there you meet the Yates. They're really wealthy. They own a ranch, I believe, or something like that. And of course, it's a historical romance, so you already know it's going to be some romance in there. And her and Logan Yates, that's her employer. And yeah, really good. I honestly like this so much. I give this 5 stars. So excited to continue the series. And yeah, now let's go to the used bookstore. I got 2 books from the used bookstore. The first I got is a classic. It's called Maurice by E.M. Foster. He is a classic writer, but he was I don't think people knew when he was alive, but you know, of course, after he died, it was revealed that he was a homosexual. But you know, during those times, they couldn't explore that, you know. But this book, it was written when he was alive. It was written during 1913 and 1914, but it wasn't published until 1971 because Maurice is a young homosexual. So once they found a manuscript, they, you know, published it. But I really am intrigued because I told y'all classics can be very laborious, but I have found classics. I've done my research of finding classics that is not and has drama and tea. And this go have some drama and tea. I actually did put this in my prompt jar because yeah, I'm really excited to read this. I wonder, is this a movie? I'm gonna have to look and see if it's a movie. And then lastly, from the used bookstore, I got this, The Nickel Boys by Colson Whitehead. This is my second book by him. I have The Underground Railroad, have not read it. And I wanted to get this because Dee Dee from Brown Girl Reading, when I asked her during our Friday lives what book to start with Colson Whitehead, she did say start with this. And I trust her, you know, opinion. But she did say you got to get your mind right for this book. Also, I know that there is a movie that is either coming out or has come out, and I know it's starring Anjanou Ellis Taylor, and so I wanted to read the book then watch the movie. So yeah, really excited about this. Again, I know I'm gonna have to get my mind right, and like I said, it will be the first time I have read him, and only paid $7.99, and it's large print, so love this. The last book that I actually got it from Walmart, and it is a romance, and it's called Stuck in the Country with You by Zara Day. It's a Harlequin novel. I actually really do love these Harlequin novels. That's why Harlequin novels is actually the spark that happened last year for me to really get into romance books. And the good thing about these Harlequin novels from the Afterglow books, that's the publication. They're very cheap. They're only $12.99. Y'all know paperback books now $17 to $20. But sometimes I notice at Walmart they will have some of the Afterglow books for cheaper than $12. So I got this for like $8. And this is one that I actually did want to read. A woman named Genesis, 12 years ago, she had like a one-night stand with a man, and she ends up inheriting a farm, and the neighbor is the guy that she slept with. So yeah, it's one of them little, you know, la-di-da kind of cute little stories. And I love the cover. It's so pretty. So yeah, guys, that is it when it comes to my haul. Y'all know, got a problem, but I have been getting rid of books. Last year, I got rid of like two. I have a bucket of books, and I have a bag of books that I did get rid of. So I'm like, you know what? That kind of justifies me buying books. But this year in particular, I have a lot of anticipated reads. I think at least about 5 of them. So you already know the books go be cranking out. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for you, and I'll be back with more Black books. Bye.